All right, joining us now to fill us in on the crucial Florida Senate election and what's going on down there, we have Governor Senator-elect Rick Scott is with us. Senator, great to see you. What's obviously had a good court ruling. Now let's talk about where we are and where we go from here.
So as you know, I ended the night Tuesday night with a 57,000 vote lead, and now I'm down to 15,000 vote lead. Had to go to court to try to get the supervisor elections in Palm Beach and Broward County to actually do their job, to not violate the law, and to provide us information. We won that lawsuit today, so we're looking forward to getting that information. We are, we've hired the right lawyers. We have Gibson Dunn, who argued the case with Bush versus Gore successfully. Their lawyers, Bill Nelson's lawyers, who is basically trying to steal this election, they went to federal court today trying to get the certification postponed. They were not able to do that. So basically tomorrow, my win will be certified by the court subject to a recount, assuming I'll be less than the 40-some thousand votes needed to do a recount. And then we'll just keep going. I mean, it looks like they're going to do everything they can to steal this election. I'm so disappointed in Bill Nelson. A career politician, has been there forever, and all he's doing now is he's hired Hillary Clinton's lawyer to say, and his lawyer said it, I'm here to win this election, not a fair election, not make sure all the ballots are cast. I'm here to win this election. And the word should
Governor,
be, I'm here to steal this election.
Laws that are broken here. Within 30 minutes of the polls closing, by state law, you are supposed to literally have a vote tally in terms of mail absentee ballots are supposed to be counted within 30 minutes. We're also supposed to have observers. We're all supposed to, by law, every 45 minutes there's supposed to be an update. None of that has happened here. And this particular woman that we keep talking about, Brenda Snipes, she has a history of violating Florida and federal law. How is it possible 72 hours later, plus, that we are in a position where they're still dumping ballots, they never report on time, they're not allowing the people to observe as is protocol? How is that possible?
Well, we've gone to court. We've asked the Florida Department of Law Enforcement to investigate, but they've come up in Broward, just Broward by itself, after election night, they came up with 78,000 more votes. We still don't have the information on it. That's why we've gone to court, and another 15,000 in Palm Beach County. No idea how they showed up, when they were voted, anything about them. So we won the lawsuit today. We're waiting to get that information. So it's hard to believe. You can only assume that this is just, you have to assume that they're doing this just for fraud, to try to steal the election.
But there are 67 counties, Governor, Senator-elect in Florida. How come the other 65 counties never have any problems, and the problems always exist in these two counties? And at what point,
right,
where is law enforcement, the fact that they would allow 3 full days to have zero supervision? Right. They should have gone in there and shut this place down because, again, they're just violating laws left and right, which she has been found to do. So it seems now, God only knows what they've done in the 72 hours. And by the way, she expressed she didn't appear to like you very much. Seems like she has a strong opinion against you.
Right. Well, clearly she's got a bias, and but my expectation is law enforcement is going to find out exactly what happened. The courts we're winning in the courts, so that's going to help us get to the bottom of this. But look, I won, or the citizens of this state won this election fair and square. I am the senator-elect in this state. We will be certified tomorrow, and we're going to fight every one of these lawsuits, and we're going to win. We're not going to let these liberal activists from all over the country come down here and say, "Oh, we're going to steal this election from somebody that followed the will." We're going to follow the will of the people in this state. We're going to work hard every day, and we're going to win this.
All right. So it's going to be an investigation. This is going to go on, but you're saying by Saturday, you will be declared the winner.
So the first thing will be the certification based on the information that comes from the local supervisor elections. We should be certified as the winner at that point on Saturday, subject to a recount. And then we'll have the machine recount through next Thursday. And in the meantime, any votes that come in from the military, which can come in a little bit later, those will be counted. And then if I'm below about 21,000, then there will be a manual recount. after that. But in the meantime, they're going to, the Democrats, Bill Nelson, who can't stand to lose, is just going to file every lawsuit they can, and we're going to have to fight back every lawsuit there is.
Unbelievable. Governor, nobody should have to go through this. And the fact that the history of Brenda Snipes, the history of these two counties, even the Panhandle, 27 days earlier, hit with one of the most severe hurricanes with so much damage, they didn't have a problem. This is unacceptable, and it looks like a banana republic. We send observers over to other countries. We need an observer in Broward County. Maybe we can get somebody to observe from now on. And she cannot be allowed to do this again. I hope we get to the bottom of it. All right, well, watching, Governor. We're going to pay close attention.